Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is speaking test of Ielts. The candidate number is 00321. The center number is IN725. Examiner number is 2935. Okay, shall we start?
Yeah, please.
What is your name?
My name is Mahipal Singh.
Mahipal Singh. What can I call you?
Well, you can call me Mahipal.
Okay, Mahipal, what are you doing at present? Are you working or studying somewhere?
Yes, at present I'm working as an advocate.
Okay, what are your job responsibilities?
Well, in my job responsibilities, I have to meet with people. I give them legal advice on their issues, and if needed, I just prepare their cases, draft those cases, and present it before the judicial magistrates. And then I had to lead all the evidence and any other issues regarding that case and address all the grievances that people have got.
Okay, Mahipal, do you like your job?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, if you get chance, would you like to change it?
I don't think I would like to change my job because I love it a lot, and this is a very interesting job as I get to deal with the real issues, everyday issues of the people, and I don't think there can be any other job as interesting as this one.
Okay, Mahipal, do Indian people often give gifts?
Yeah, means giving gifts in my country is quite common. It's been since ages. Like even from the ancient times, if we go through our history, um, the people in the ancient ages used to exchange gifts, and this tradition is prevalent even these days as well.
What kinds of presents do Indian people give?
Well, mostly Indian people like to exchange the presents which are commonly used in our households, and there are also included the pictures and sceneries and calendars which adorn our houses, and some books and even some utensils which are regularly used in our houses.
Okay, what are the special occasions on which people send gifts?
The special occasions on which the people send gifts are mostly birthdays, anniversaries, or some ceremonies. And aside these, there are like religious festivals or occasions like Diwali, Vaisakhi, and New Year, and Christmas. So these are some occasions when people exchange gifts.
Okay, if you are going to give a present to a child, what would you give him or her?
Well, if I'm going to present something to a child, my first preference will be to gift him or her a book, because what I believe is that in today's age, most of the children, they are always busy on their electronic gadgets like TVs and mobile phones. So I think if I'll gift a book to any child, it would help him to get connected to the reading, which is a very good habit for being a good human being.
Okay, do people give the same kind of gifts to both boys and girls?
Uh, Not exactly. The gifts given to boys and girls differ on their gender. Like girls, it means if we are going to give them any dresses or something, so like they will the gifts will be different. Moreover, the toys for boys and girls are always different. So not always, but sometimes the gifts are different.
Okay, do you feel that expensive gifts are always better than cheap gifts?
No, I don't think so, because that expensive gifts are always better, because it's not necessary that if a gift is expensive, it's required by the person to whom we are going to gift it. Even sometimes any cheap gift is or sometimes beautiful than an expensive gift, and it can be of some use to the person whom we are going to gift it.
Okay, do you think it is necessary for friends to give presents to each other?
Well, I don't think it is necessary for friends, because if we are with friends, anybody, we are open in each and every matter. And if anybody doesn't gifts to his or her friend anything, so I don't think it should create any differences in their friendship.
Okay. Mahipal, which is the gift which you have received recently and which you are using?
Well, recently I received one mobile from one of my friends. Friend, he actually that my friend, he's residing abroad in Australia, and a couple of years ago when he visited me, so while just we were kidding around, and I just asked him that if he can do so, and I just forgot that after that thing, and recently he visited India after a couple of years, and even I didn't remember anything, but he gifted me the mobile phone.
Okay, did you like that gift?
Absolutely, I loved it.
Okay. Mahipal, now we are going to shift the part 2 of this test. I'm going to give you a topic. You can think about this topic for 1 minute. If you want to make some notes, you can use paper and pencil, which I am going to give you, and I will stop you after some time. You need not worry to stop about your topic.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, start speaking.
Well, if we talk about our history, history is a bridge between the generations of the past and present. History also teaches us many things, like the good or the bad things that happened in the past, and the way the present generations can learn from those such events which changed the course of the history and people and the civilizations. The important date that I'm going to talk about here today is 15th of August 1947, and I believe it is present. It is very important because on this date, India gained independence from 200 years of colonial rule of British Empire. The Britishers came to India as traders, and steadily and slowly they just gained. They overtook whole of India politically and geographically, and they ruled over India for 200 years. So to gain independence from them, there were many important persons, those who took part in the movement of independence, and they were like Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Jawaharlal Nehru, and many more. There are countless more, and there were many movements that were undertook during this time, and many people also gave their lives. Many people went to jails, and many people, they were just sent out of India to as a punishment to live in other countries, away from their homes. So in that case, I believe that when India gained independence, it was very important date for our people. Moreover, on 15th of August 1947, when Britishers left India, the whole of the political rule was handed back to the Indian people, those who were the true masters of their own country and their economy and everything. So Jawaharlal Nehru was one of the main freedom fighters, and he became the first Prime Minister of India after 15th August 1947. And now this day is celebrated with great pomp and show throughout India. In all the schools, whether private or public, many functions are held, and many events whose patriotism are held across the country. Children do participate in such events, and the Prime Minister of India, he addresses the nation from Red Fort in New Delhi, and moreover, the Indians, wherever they are living in any country around the world, they also celebrate this.
Okay, Mahipal, do you feel that history should be taught as a compulsory subject in the schools?
Of course, history should be taught as a compulsory subject in the schools, because I believe that history has a lot of things to teach for coming generation with it itself, because the present and the future generations, they can learn about lots of things like mistakes made in the past or good deeds done in the past, from which they can take some guidance to navigate their future.
Okay, what are the different ways through which we can learn history?
There are many ways in which history can be learnt. First of all, the main way where history can be learnt is through the school textbooks and all the curriculum in the school. Secondly, as it is prevalent in my country, that often the elders of the families, they tell about the historic tales to the children in form of stories, and then there are several books available in the market that can tell us about our history. And nowadays, the social media, and there are many channels on cable TV that teach us about our history.
Okay, how you learned history when you were a child?
When I was a child at that time, I learned the main history that I learned was through my school textbooks and from some other books that I got from my parents. And as at that moment, social media was not that popular, so main sources I learned through was the books.
Many people think that because of pressure of difficult subjects like economics, business, science, history should be dropped from the curriculum. What is your opinion about it?
Well, as I already said, that history is a very important subject which can teach us a lot of things. And in my personal view, I don't think that history should be dropped, and I think it should coexist along with all the other important subjects.
Okay, Mahipal, let's talk about business.
Okay.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of small businesses compared with the large business?
Well, the main advantage of a small business is that you have to invest a very small amount in the small business, and moreover, there are not much daily expenditures. So, if anybody has got some capital with him, so small business can be sustained for over a long period of time. But the main disadvantages for small businesses are that there are not much subsidies or help given by the government to help small businesses grow into big businesses.
Okay, what challenges and difficulties do people face when they try to open a small business?
When people try to open a small business, there are many challenges and difficulties, like they have to go through red tapeism, and then they have to get those all those inquiries. They have to face difficulties regarding the raw materials, and then biggest difficulty which I feel is that they need to find important market, a good market to sell their product, which is very difficult for them.
What kind of small businesses are popular in India?
Well, there are small factories like handloom factories, or some parts of the automobile engines, or and these are the main industries that are popular in India. Besides these, there are many other, like the raw material for food, or other things that are also popular in India.
Okay, what are the qualities does a small business owner need to have?
Well, the main quality that I believe that a small business owner needs to have is the discipline in each and every sphere of the business. That is, like, he should have cordial relations with his staff and workers, and the most important thing that he should have discipline in is his spending and expenditures, so that he can, because since he has got a small business, so if he will control his expenditures and spendings, he will be able to control his business well in his initial days.
Okay, Mahipal, this is end of your speaking.
Okay.
Best of luck.
Thank you.